trying a modified Atkins diet. After a brief explanation, I said no. I like to eat. I like pasta, I like bread, I like chocolate. I bake for a living, and I didn't know how I would do that without tasting anything. On Friday that very same week, I ended up in the hospital, and Dr. Balabanoff walked in my room. By the following Tuesday or Wednesday, she had me convinced to try it. Dr. Balabanoff, the dietitian, and I had our first meeting the following week. We discussed a game plan and how important it would be to stick with it. I was a little worried. I had a hard time staying on a diet to lose 5 pounds. How would I stay on this one? I left with instructions, grocery lists, a mix of skepticism and anticipation. Would this work or be another letdown? The first thing I did was tell myself this was not a diet. It was a new eating plan and a way of life that would help improve my health and safety. I was going to have to change my mindset in order for this to work. I was going to have to think of butter, cream, oil as decadent, not the enemy. What's truly hard to believe is I have lost weight and my cholesterol has gone down. The next thing was getting rid of a lot of food in my pantry. It's amazing how many carbs are in healthy foods, let alone within the good stuff. I start my day every day, and I'm apparently a creature of habit, with a half a cup of cottage cheese and a big dollop of guacamole. That's already 1/3 of my carbs for the day, but it's also more than 13 grams of fat. Then after I exercise, I have cheese, string cheese or cheddar, manchego or American. That's another 5 to 10 grams of fat. I put American cheese in the microwave for 53 seconds and it turns into crackers. You can do this with any hard cheese. I'll have it for lunch with tuna or egg salad. What I've learned is you have to put tuna in your mayo, not mayo in your tuna. Your lips must shine in order to know that you have enough fat. In the afternoon, I have 16 almonds. That's another 2 carbs and 8 grams of fat. Trader Joe's also has wonderful carb-free, low-carb snacks. I'd love to have an apple, but an apple's 15 carbs, and that's my entire allotment for the day. Dinner's where I spend the greatest amount of carbs. If I start with a salad, 1 cup of lettuce is a carb, 2 cherry tomatoes, another carb. I use Walden Farms salad dressing that's carb-free, but it also has no fat. Fish, chicken, or meat are where my carbs come in. It's also where my fat comes in. If I add a cup of broccoli, that's 3 more carbs. So I add butter to it to add the fat. Sometimes I'll make a crustless spinach souffle or a zucchini pizza that's loaded with cheese. I have those recipes for you that'll be on the website. I leave the best for last. I have a chocolate sundae. I take sugar-free Jell-O and top it with whipped cream and then Walden Farm chocolate sauce. I am so happy with that. I rarely miss a night. My friends and family have been amazing. They will always prepare a special meal for me when we're together, and I'm grateful for that. I've also found restaurants to be particularly helpful. When I tell them what I need to eat, they make sure that I have it. Only once did a restaurant say they wouldn't help, and of course we left. You probably want to know, do I cheat? Is the program hard to stay on? No, I don't cheat, and yes, it's very hard to stay on. I had the opportunity to cheat when I spent a week at the Cleveland Clinic. I had to come off the diet in order to have a seizure. I ate every single food that I had fantasized about. I thought I would get sick. That didn't happen. But I did discover that some of the foods that I'd been missing didn't taste so good to me anymore. In the beginning, it was very difficult having to look up how many carbs are in each food, counting 10 green beans or 4 asparagus spears, making sure I had enough fat to add to each dish. I always worried if I was doing it right. Now it's become second nature. I know most of the foods by heart. I was never a big meat eater, so in the beginning my family would have to force me to eat it. Now I often choose it. I've even tried swirling MCT oil in my mouth to get additional fat, which is gross. I am tempted all of the time, particularly when I'm baking. I try to think about it as a 1 day at a time program, not a lifetime commitment. And at the end of the day, the most important